Well, folks, hope you're all doing well. We're having a heat wave. That's right. I think it's -2 or 3 or something on here right now. I guess it's better than -18. That's right. This morning, man, it was -18 and wind chills of 31, 32 below. Hell, that was only with a little like 5 mile an hour wind or something. So, my gosh, things are looking up. I wanted to get on here and basically, to let you know that it's okay to be different. You shouldn't try to get along. I know it kind of goes, it kind of almost sounds like a oxymoron. You don't want to get along. This in the Bible it says that if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God's. You know, and if you're an enemy of the world, well, you're with God. That kind of tells you everything you need to know. You don't want to get along. So, when all these people are sitting here telling you you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, and blah, 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 and it goes against your basic principles in life, and I'm talking godly principles and morals and values and such, like I said before, you're in good company, that's for sure. When they come against you, they come against God. When you're standing up and you're standing on the righteous side of God, it's pretty hard to fight God. I mean, the Almighty, the Creator of all. Really, people? You're gonna come against Him? You're gonna lose. I've brought it up before, and I don't know if I brought it up and I explained myself well enough. But when it comes to the money, which is constitutional money, is gold and silver. It says so in the Constitution. But at one time, your money was backed by gold and silver. So, it was backed by gold and silver. You can consider it constitutional because you can just walk into the bank and say, hey, listen, here's $1. I want $1 silver. Here's $10. I want $10 in, gold or whatever. It was backed by gold, also. So, with that being said, today, it's not backed by anything. You don't have silver certificates anymore. Like I said, I forgot to bring one out. See, if people watch my videos all the way through, they might have seen it. They might not have. Anyways, I used to have silver certificates. It said silver certificate on the top. Take it in, get $1 worth of silver. And you had, and that was with the Federal Reserve was in effect then, but we still had constitutional, money because it was backed. Now they took us off that. They took us off the gold standard and everything. Now your notes, and that's what they're called, Federal Reserve notes, and the note is debt. And on the front it says that this is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Again, debts. So, when you get a quote paycheck, they turn it into notes so you could go spend it. You tell me how that's income. You tell me how a note, which is debt, is income to you. It's a promise to pay. It's a promise to pay further down the road. My attitude, you still haven't been paid yet. You've been paid in a whole bunch of promissory notes. Notes and notes and notes that they just, hell, they don't even print anymore. They just hit a button on the damn screen and here they are. That's like worse than counterfeiting. But it's all out of thin air. And then they want to tax you on, quote, income. You haven't made any income yet because they stole your labor by giving you a debt note. So I don't see how anybody in this country is earning an income. What's your income? Zero. It's negative. My income is negative. Why? Because you're giving me debt notes. And you still haven't paid out on that debt note yet because guess what? Constitutional money is gold and silver. You going to give me gold and silver? No. Well, I still haven't earned anything. But you owe me. Some people say, boy, you are so full of shit. The contract. I didn't say any contract. Oh, your parents did. Well, I was underage. I don't even know what the hell my parents signed. I wasn't old enough to comprehend what the hell was even. You see where I'm going with all this? It's the devil. That's what you're talking about. The devil and the beast system playing games with you, and you're complying with everything. You're going along with it to be friends of this world, to get along with these people, to keep them from being mad at you, and all this and that. You're giving your soul away. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I keep saying, they broke the contract with you a long, long time ago. So you don't have a contract. And if you did, you never had one to begin with. They don't have the right. Again, they don't have the right. They claim the right. If I said to everybody that's watching me, everybody owes me $100 today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life, and everybody in the country owes me $1, and in the world owes me $100 every day for the rest of their life. Why? Well, I just claimed the air that you breathe. I own it. I own the air now. And to breathe my air, you're going to pay me $100 a day. And if you don't pay me $100 a day, I'll have to put you to death. What the hell is that kind of bullshit? They don't have the right to claim things. I don't have the right to claim the air that everyone breathes. But that's how ludicrous this is. You just make a claim and there it is. But they don't have the right to claim it. Like I've said before, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll say it, and I'll say it. This country was formed under God. That's right. By the people. And the government works for you. Pretty simple. That's the contract. And they're supposed to do your will. They broke the contract a long time ago. Oh, but we're under a corporation. Who gave them the right to make it a corporation? Did they ask you? No, they just did it, right? They have the right. Oh, my name's Capital, all capitals. Well, so? Did you ask? Did they ask? No, nobody asked. No one. They just threw you into something and said, oh, you're it. There you go. We bought Grandma a couch, and your fair share of the 10 of us is $100 because the couch cost 1,000. What are you talking about? Well, we bought Grandma a couch, and then you have to pay for your $100 for. It's like, did you ask me? No. You just went out and did it, and now you expect me to pay $100 because you just did something that you never even asked me about. But now you're asking me for $100 to pay for the couch for Grandma. Same difference. Wow. My other video the other day. You work 6 months of the year, roughly 6 months of the year for free to pay their taxes. That's debt that you never made an income on in the first place. Now that's how I see it. But they'll say, "Oh well, we made." First of all, Congress didn't have the right to shirk their responsibility and give it to you guys to make some stupid ass draconian rules and laws and everything else that you think you have the power to do. Well, we got the power to do it because they said we could. They said, but Congress didn't have the right to do it. Just like the ATF and OSHA and a whole bunch of others. They shirked their responsibility to the American people. They broke the contract. Do you see where I'm going with all this? And you go along with all this to get along, to be a friend of the world, so they don't come beat knots on your head, which they don't have a right to do in the first place. So they can sit in their ivory towers, fly their jets, party on their yachts, and hide in their bunkers if all hell breaks loose. Yeah. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah, man, this cigar burned pretty nice. You know, you can see it burn nice, but I don't know. I talk too much or it's too damn cold out there. I don't know. Let's see if we can catch my hat on fire and warm it up. You never can tell, you know. But you see where I'm going with all that. I try to break it down and make it simple. You see, the devil, the tricksters, well, here, I don't know. I wish I had a manual sitting here. I mean, one of those great big thick manuals like that, but I don't. But if I did, I'd go get a manual, and this is what they like to do. Instead of having a bill, that's like a page. You know, just a simple page that says this, and this, okay. There, we passed the bill, okay. Did you ask the American people if it was okay? Well, no, we just took it upon ourselves to shove it down your throat. Well, it's unconstitutional right there. You didn't ask. You didn't do our will. Okay. Well, you sent us there by proxy. Well, we did. You broke the contract a long time ago. There's no proxy. The thing of it is this. They make bills that are like this thick, and with all this words and big words and trickster, you know, I mean, double speak and everything else. Indians used to have a saying, them speak with forked tongue. Yeah, that's right. They speak with a forked tongue. When they told the Indians they have to turn their guns in. Yeah, that's right. You know where I'm going with that, don't you? So, can't be a friend with a deceiving, underhanded, lying group of people. Then you turn into the enemy of God. I'm not saying you have to be a butt or an asshole or anything like that. Not saying that at all. All I'm saying is you have to pray for them. And hopefully, God will open their heart. I'm not an advocate for violence at all. I think that's even worse than the last. I mean it's like nobody wants to do that except some sick psychopath. I mean, that's what you got, a bunch of sick psychopaths running around wanting to kill everybody. And for what? So they can get some more gain, a little more profit, a little more whatever. Really? Ha! This is why God says you can't be a friend to the world. Else you're my enemy. I think that's where I'll leave it off, folks. I mean, I don't know. I could probably make more examples, but you got it 10 minutes ago. So anyhow, y'all take care. And like I've always said, keep praying for one another. Pray for your leaders. You don't want to see bad things happen to anybody. It's people that have compassion for other people. It's like a bully coming up to you and bullying you, and he punches you in the face, and you're like, crack him and drop him on the ground, break his jaw, whatever, and then you feel bad about doing it because it's like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he punched me, big deal, but you actually hurt him, and it's like you feel bad about it. Some people are like, well, he deserved it. Well, he did deserve it, and to stop him from doing it again, you did what you had to do. But people with compassion and empathy for others and such are like, it's a damn shame it came to that in the first place, because you got something wrong in your brain to come at me and do that. And then what really pisses you off is you forced me to do something I didn't want to do. And that's what the problem with the government. They will force you into doing something you do not want to do. And then you're the crazy. They'll turn it all around and make it like, oh, you're the crazy. I tell you, that's how it works. Y'all take care. Stay warm if you're in this bullshit. So, well, here I'm sitting out here in the cold because I changed LP services and had them for a long time, 20 years, and I don't know. Just doesn't seem right. Something didn't seem right to me. And I went with someone else, saved quite a bit of money per gallon. But they didn't have any used tanks. Well, any tanks I could rent for that matter, because they were short tanks. They needed the tanks. So, and I've been looking around. I'm not spending, $2,000 or $2,500 for an LP tank out there. It's like, I'm not doing it. I'm more frugal with my money than that. So, anyhow, I'll find one at an auction or a farmer's got one. Another farmer's got one sitting around, for his milk house to keep it, and he doesn't milk anymore, and it's just sitting there. There's a lot of those around, but it's like fixing up that old car. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that up someday. It's been sitting there for 20 years. I've driven by it, but they're gonna fix it up just like that. Just like that tank, it's like, I might need that someday. I might start milking. You can't stand up straight because your back's all messed up and your knees are from milking cows. And And but yeah, well, you never know. They might need it someday. At least they think they do. Well, that's good enough for me then. Y'all take care.